Well, it is October 8th, 2022. This is just a visibility entry. Um, it's Saturday. I will be going back to work in a few hours, having been on vacation this past week and successfully migrated back and forth from West Virginia, visiting places I used to call home, which don't really feel quite like home any longer. I guess my feelings on lots of things have changed over time. I've started thinking about things more, feeling things more, just expanded my vocabulary and my awareness, my consciousness, if that's something people can do, or maybe I've just gotten older or had more experience. I don't know. I don't know what's normal or natural for people to experience throughout the course of an entire lifetime. A lot of people don't even reach the age that I am now, 44. You know? So I can't imagine. It's like, what's next? Oh man, what's next? Tragedy, sorrow, comedy, joy, who knows? Anything and more. Careful what you wish for. So, anyway, I try to have fun. I don't know how successful I am in any other enterprises and endeavors. But beware to anyone that witnesses or even tries to attempt to get to know me, because I just have spent so much time just doing things as I understand them, and with little to no intervention or interference or interruption. I just am alone, and that's just how it's been for so long. So it's like, it's not that I wish to continue to be alone forever or whatever. It's just what I'm used to. And I'm just kind of okay with it, even though it does get lonely from time to time, but I don't know how to do anything about it. Because all attempts at communication have just, I don't know, I don't understand people, basically. And I try to get to know people, but it seems like I'm just always encountering people at the wrong time, or they're the wrong person, or I'm the wrong person at the wrong time, or I don't know. Or there's just confusion, and I don't know. I give up, or they give up, or there's just a difference in style and grammar and context, and no one has the energy for it, or the time for it, or the motivation for it. It's just, I don't know. If it isn't easy, or if it isn't convenient, or I don't know. But nothing, it's the same for me. So, anyway, I didn't really want to talk about that. Today was another day to go out for a run. I did a 77-77 on the back of the 88-88 I did yesterday. So quickly made up for the miles in my mind that I didn't get while I was traveling, and miles were less cooperative to gather. So I'm back just like that in the running for hopefully hitting my target of 1,000 miles, not only before the original target date of April 2nd, 2023, but hey, if I can get it done, I'll get it done before the end of the year, 2022. Why not? if I can. And then that way I'll just have winter, winter proper. I'll keep up jogging when I can on warmer days, but I'll just have less to be concerned about or considered about. Not that I would anyway, because I'm already like so far ahead. It's like I'm just on the home stretch. But not if I just plan on continuing to run anyway, because I've got this moon to run around, and that's like over 6,000 miles around. So once I get to 1,000 miles, well, I've got a ways to go. So I better get to it. And running around the planet, I'm not sure about. That's over 25,000 miles. I don't know if I'll be around that long. It's possible, but oh my God, that's a long way. But I don't know. Really, if I can do 1,000 miles in 9 months, then 25,000 miles, well, I guess it can be done, as long as the body cooperates. The mind, it's, I don't know. I'm in pretty good shape right now, and pretty good health right now. But for how much longer, I don't know. A single significant injury might just knock me out, and, who knows. But I don't live like that. I cannot afford to live like that. Just like I cannot afford to live in anger, live in fear, live in alarm, and just be constantly bombarded with the perpetual agony and strife of the news events that go on around the world. Hypocrisy to hypocrisy, injustice to injustice, tragedy to tragedy, extinction event to extinction event, and mankind's insistent obliteration of its natural environment in favor of temporary constructions. And short-term thinking, which will lead to ultimate demise and compromise of our natural environment, and we will find ourselves needing to make some changes at the last minute. Uncomfortable ones, but those are down the road. Not too far, not as far as what they used to be. But the people that are prospering now, they're not worried about it. So, who knows? Maybe there'll be a miracle invention that accelerates our, or saves the day. Who knows? I tend to think that our improvisational efforts at the last minute to turn things around tend to not work out as intended. So, we haven't destroyed ourselves yet. And who says we are going to? We are still around now. We've averted disaster before, but who knows? Anyway, it was a good day. I had a good time. I didn't talk to a single person. It was awesome. And I did get around to, it took me 2 days, and I got back in touch, sent a message back to a person I used to know up in Wisconsin, and a person that tried to help me when I was still living up there before my ending of the person I used to be. They were prime witness to events unfolding, and they didn't know what to do, but they did try to help me, and it was noted. And so I don't owe them anything, but I trust them, because they went out of their way, above and beyond what anyone else had done. And they're not family, just a stranger to me, a stranger who saw us suffering. And, so she invited me into her home and met with her family, her husband, her children, and, tried to be a support system or a support, but it wasn't working. It didn't work. And, what was going to happen was inevitable. It could not be averted. So now I'm just trying to. I can't fix anything, but I can make things better. And but first things first, I have to. Now I've made myself a bit better, and I can just continue to work on myself and keep working on myself and not letting myself get too distraught and despaired by all the things that I cannot do and I cannot help with. I'm a person of very limited resource and intelligence, and but I do have many things working for me. The economy of blessings, So I try not to take things for granted, and I don't know what anything means or what anything's happening. I don't tend to think that anything really is going on, and a lot of it is just in my imagination and has been there in my imagination for a long time. And it's a lot to do with I see what I want to see, and I have projected and assigned and attributed qualities. And that's not bad. It's just not if it's not wanted, though. Then it becomes trespassing, violating, intruding, interfering in somebody else's happiness and their way of life. And I don't know. But I can't help but continue to make my observations. And but I'm trying to stay out of the way, too. And not be a nuisance, and not be a bother or a pest. But I'm just trying to stay a little bit visible, to let them know that I'm still there, and I still care. But I'm just going to leave them alone. And they know where I am and how to get in touch with me, and they just, whether they do or not, I have no control over that. Everything is at their discretion, which is no different than how it's always been. It's just now I'm just kind of okay with, And then, but at the same time, it's like the freedom to explore and be available to other people. Because if one person isn't interested or currently occupied, they might, it's like, well, somebody else maybe, I guess, I don't know. I'm not going to force anything. I cannot afford to force anything. It's a luxury I don't have. I try. It's not how it happens. And I forget that sometimes. And then it doesn't go well when I'm trying to exert my influence, which is just totally a charade anyway. So I'm a person of little relevance, significance, and importance, a minor player, and I have relatively attainable dreams and goals because they're so small. I don't really need much. I'm a person of, minor convenience. So, anyway, this has gone on long enough, and I should go. I got to take a long nap before I go back to work in a few hours. And I don't know. I've run out of things to say and waste time about. So I feel like I've attended to the matters of the day and attended to the people that I needed to talk to and write to and be there for, and just continue to be present and trying not to disappear. I said try. There's no guarantees. I'm going to keep trying. And so far that's working. So I just got to keep it up.